Hello, in this video, we're going to discuss various ways to make your erection more rigid, facilitating the arrival of blood to the penis, and how we can increase blood flow to the interior of the penis. For those who don't know us, we are the Dr. Men's Health Urology channel, where we provide tips and care for better male health, and now let's move on to the video. A very common question among men is, how can we make the erection firmer? How to have a stronger erection? We know that the process of erection depends on adequate blood flow to the penis, and understanding this, it's important to know that to have a stronger erection, it's necessary to facilitate the arrival of this blood to the penis. What hinders this at times are some diseases that hinder this process, because these diseases clog the veins that carry this blood to the interior of the penis, making it difficult to open these arteries and veins that we call vasodilation. And all diseases that cause problems in our arteries and veins give rise to this type of problem. For example, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, triglycerides, diabetes, sedentary lifestyle, belly fat. All these diseases can hinder this process. And why does this happen? As I mentioned earlier, these diseases predispose the accumulation of fatty plaques in the veins and arteries of our body, and we know that the veins and arteries of the penis are extremely thin, and it is much easier for them to become blocked when a plaque of fat accumulates in these veins. There can also be difficulty in vasodilation, an opening of these vessels, because the main mediator of this process is what we call nitric oxide, which acts inside these vessels, facilitating their opening. However, these diseases that lead to this condition, known as metabolic syndrome, in which the patient has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high triglycerides, and an accumulation of fat in the visceral region, predispose the formation of free radicals, which are reactive oxygen species. These free radicals act by hindering the action of nitric oxide inside these vessels, and at the same time hinder the synthesis of more nitric oxide, making this vasodilation difficult. Understanding this process, how is it done to try to overcome these situations? The first measure that should be taken is behavioral measures. They are very important because they reduce the inflammatory process in your body, decreasing the circulation of free radicals, and consequently aiding the action of nitric oxide, which will no longer be degraded and will be produced in greater quantity. And when this nitric oxide is produced in greater quantity, you can dilate the arteries and veins of your body better, consequently improving your erection. Another thing that can also be done at this time is the use of erection medications like tadalafil, sildenafil, vardenafil, among others, which also increase the availability of nitric oxide inside the arteries of your penis, facilitating vasodilation, causing the erection to become more rigid due to a greater arrival of blood in the penis. Other processes that also facilitate the arrival of blood in the penis, either by unblocking or by the formation of new blood vessels, is when you engage in physical activities, for example. There can be a process of angiogenesis, where new blood vessels are formed, and this can help the arrival of blood in your penis, facilitating the quality of your erection. There are other processes, albeit of an experimental nature. One of them being carried out nowadays is the low-intensity shockwave therapy, where a machine delivers small shocks to the penis, similar to a kidney stone breaking machine. This facilitates the formation of new blood vessels, aiding the arrival of blood in the penis, thereby promoting better erections. Another therapy involves platelet concentrates injected into the penis, and sometimes extracting stem cells from abdominal fat, for instance, which also holds promise in regenerating the interior tissue of the penis, thereby facilitating blood flow to it. So basically, the process to make your erection harder is to promote an improvement in the dilation of these veins and arteries, facilitating the arrival of blood in the penis through a higher concentration of nitric oxide, or some process that facilitates the arrival of blood in the penis by forming new blood vessels. Apart from that, there is no other measure. So, this ends up being the secret for you to achieve a harder erection, and what really works is the lifestyle change, the oral medications you take for erection, and those products you put inside the penis. And why do some patients, even after trying these alternatives, fail to achieve good erections? Because sometimes the cardiovascular system, the system that carries blood to the penis, is already so compromised, so damaged and clogged, that these pathways can no longer be unobstructed. Even if there is nitric oxide, this inner lining in the vessels is already so impaired that even by increasing the availability of this transmitter to dilate the vessels, it no longer responds due to the health problems the patient has. So, every time you don't control cholesterol, every time you have high blood pressure for a long time, you worsen this situation more and more. So it's crucial for you to improve your lifestyle because if you don't control these diseases properly, the tendency is for these vessels to become increasingly older, becoming unresponsive to the treatments you undergo. So that's the secret to having firmer erections and being able to get a larger amount of blood to your penis. If you found the content of this video important, if you think it will help someone you know, then share this information. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, and activate the channel notifications to stay updated on our weekly content. A hug, and see you later.